Good morning. It is the first Foreign Affairs Council meeting this year, so we have a lot of topics on our agenda. We will also have a meeting with the Director General of the International Atomic Energy Agency, a very important discussion on nuclear safety in Ukraine. In fact, Ukraine will be the most important topic on our agenda. But before briefly speaking about Romania's positions on the topics on the agenda, I would like to remind the fact that today I will also use the opportunity, even if the Foreign Affairs Council is not having on the agenda the Schengen accession of Romania. I will use the opportunity today to have discussions with my colleagues on the continuation of our demarches towards Romania's accession, because it is very important to keep the topic in the attention of all European partners. On Ukraine, today I will express support for the adoption of the seventh tranche of the European Peace Facility. It is very important to reach consensus on this issue. I will also express firm support of Romania for adoption of the 10th package of sanctions that we very much support. And I will express once again the support of Romania for the creation of an international tribunal to punish the crime of aggression related to the conflict in Ukraine. Last week, the European Parliament adopted an important resolution in that regard, and I have expressed Romania's support for this resolution. Then I will also inform about the latest evolutions regarding the multidimensional support of Romania for Ukraine. For instance, more than 11.2 million tons of grain and other agricultural products have transited Romania in order to help Ukraine and at the same time to cope with the food crisis at the global level. I will also express support for the peace formula proposed by President Zelensky, and of course there are many other aspects which will be discussed together with our colleague Minister Kuleba. At the same time, we will discuss about the mission which is created by the European Union in Armenia. I will welcome the establishment today of this mission, which is very important because it will monitor the situation at the border between Armenia and Azerbaijan. This mission is the result of a proposal which I made after the tour, which I made together with other two foreign ministers, colleagues, European colleagues, in June 2021 in South Caucasus. We will discuss also together with the Prime Minister of Palestine today about the relationship between EU and Palestine, about the latest evolutions between Palestine and Israel, and I will reiterate our full support for the two-state solution. At the same time, we will discuss Iran, and I will also express on behalf of Romania the full condemnation for the gross violations of human rights which are taking place in Iran. And on this occasion, I will express support for the adoption of the fourth package of sanctions on human rights, which Romania also co-sponsored. Thank you so much.
Questions, please, very quickly. For Russia, Ukraine, are you worried that the war to turn to an atomium war and nuclear war?
Well, we hope it is not the case. I have noticed that the so-called nuclear rhetoric of Russia did not continue with the same intensity recently. And I hope that the messages of the international community, the strong messages which are given to the Russians from all corners of the world, will allow Russia to have a responsible attitude.
I want to ask you about...
Please.
I'm Georgian Public Broadcasting Corporation correspondent. You helped Georgia and Moldova to fill the questionnaires. So in the end of the month, European Commission should publish the assessment of these answers. So regarding to the different media outlets, Georgia will have the best assessment compared to Ukraine and Moldova. So in such case, how do you think this assessment will help Georgia to receive candidate status? What's your position?
Well, of course, we cannot prejudge the result of the assessment by the European Commission, which will be presented this spring. We do hope that the Georgian authorities have taken very seriously the task of fulfilling the necessary reforms, taking the necessary measures in order to respond to the benchmarks which were indicated in the 17th of June 2022 opinion of the Commission. And I hope that this assessment will be helpful, will be a sort of roadmap for further reforms, as it will be probably the case also for the other countries which are being assessed, like Ukraine and the Republic of Moldova.